Happy New Year! Yes, I know it's a bit late, it's the 6th, but most of us in New Zealand, we tend to have, this amount of time off. Most people go back to work on the 6th, and I thought I'd give everybody plenty of time to get back into it. So for those of you who are going back to jobs that you don't like, I'm really sorry to hear that. Maybe 2020 will be a better year for you, and maybe it's the time to reflect on changing things so that you actually enjoy your job, your work, and get the wishes that you want, the desires that you want to achieve. So I'm going to do a few videos continuing throughout the year and just working with people to get to a place where they feel more satisfied with life. As some of you know, I do work with a lot of people that suffer from anxiety, and one of the things that I've sort of noticed in 2019 is however much effort I put in, however much I try, some people just aren't at that place yet that they want to work on themselves. And so, I've got to learn to stop beating myself up when someone really doesn't want to shift. And we've all heard the saying, you've got to hit rock bottom before things actually change, and with some people that's the case. But it would be great if you didn't have to reach that rock bottom to make those changes. It would be great if you could make them before you got to that point, that desire, that before you got to that dreaded place where everything seems so lost. And so you can choose to be a victim or a survivor. And when I say that, I guess it frustrates a lot of people to think, well, I'm not choosing to be in this situation. But in some ways maybe you are, in some ways maybe you aren't. Obviously with your programming and with your subconscious mind, the anxiety, you're not choosing to feel anxious, you're not choosing to suffer from anxiety. But if you're sitting back and just saying, well, it's not fair, there's nothing I can do, poor me, then maybe the time isn't right yet. I mean, you can choose to say, okay, I'm going to make one step every day, just one small step to get out of this. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to research what I can do. I'm going to study what it is that triggers me. I'm going to make changes in my life. I'm really going to work on leaving this job that stresses me out so much, or leaving this relationship that stresses me out so much. And it may seem a really big goal to do, but you don't have to do it all in one go. You can just slowly start to make those changes. Start writing down what it is you could do. Start asking other people that have been in the same situation how they managed to get out of it, how they managed to make that change. But choosing to do nothing is being a victim. Choosing to say it's too hard, I don't know what to do, so therefore I'm just gonna give up or just not work for it, is the victim mentality. And I know that's hard to hear, but doing what I do in therapy, if somebody isn't willing to put any effort into change, if somebody wants to make excuse after excuse of why they've put it off, why they're not doing it, then they're choosing to stay in that place. And so you need to choose to be a survivor, because if you look around, I'm sure you can find somebody that is a lot worse off than you are, that has much bigger challenges in their life that they've overcome. And so you can do that too. But it may just mean one small step at a time, and that's all we're asking, is that if you want to make that change, reach out. Start to realize that it is within your control, that it is possible to make any change. Whether you're institutionalized in a job that you've done for years and years and feel that you haven't got the skills to do anything else. Whether you're in a relationship where it's really scary to leave that relationship, even though it's toxic, even though it's hurting you mentally and physically, it's what's familiar. But you can do it, because people have. All over the world, people have done it before, and you're no different. So if it's time to make that change, make 2020 your year. And I'm here to help you. And I can give you tips and ideas and help you to make those first steps. But there's plenty of research out there. There's plenty of things on YouTube. There's some amazing resources on YouTube to help motivate you to listen to other people's stories and see how they did it. So just keep looking, keep searching, and then make the step. Because it's all very well learning how other people did it and learning that, oh, I could do this and I could do that, but then saying I'll start tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm all right at the moment. I'll leave it. You're not going to change. So you have to make that decision to take that step forward. You have to decide that I'm not doing this anymore. I need to change and start that new habit, because that's all it is. And like when you didn't know how to drive a car or you didn't know how to ride a bike, you kept doing it until it became automatically. Now you can ride a bike or drive a car without even thinking about it. You just do it. So your life can be the same. If you do it often enough, step by step, you can make an automated change to make your life a lot happier and your 2020 be the start of your life of amazement. So I'm looking forward to speaking to you again. Let's make the change.